Yo, 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 yo. Mm. Come on, man. Come on, baby. Crazy ones today. Caught up in this life, man. Caught up in this life. We gotta, we got to talk about it, man. What's going on, y'all? We got some good ones today. We made it to the end of the week. What's going on in that? Yeah, I'm having a pretty decent day today. My day going pretty good. I'm going pretty good. I can't complain. But it's Friday. We done made it to the weekend. You know, my last Macworld Live at 5 is going to be on the 1st, which I believe is next week, Tuesday. And then from there, we going to see what the new format is. Day to day, K in the building. What's up, Kia? Kia Kata. So it's gonna be a little bit newer format next week. You know, switch it up, allow me some time to do a couple more things before rolling around. I have some bills to pay. Got to switch my work schedule up. Put a couple more hours in down at the Cracker Factory, and just readjusting some things or whatever. I hit my goal. You know what I'm saying? Right in time. It's funny. I hit it like a week before the 1 year anniversary of my channel. You know, so I'll be a YouTube partner soon. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to y'all. And that's what we gonna do. We gonna keep it moving, man. Keep doing what we doing, you know. So I appreciate all the support. Make sure y'all hit that like. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe, man. I couldn't have did this without y'all. So appreciate it. And speaking of doing things, man, look, I've been doing this thing on this channel for a minute. All week I've been keeping up with Carlee Russell. And they finally arrested her ass. They got her, y'all. They took her down. They ain't take her down to Pound Town. They just took her down to the county town and shit. Nah, but they got her. She was lying, hoax. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. People was wondering whether she was gonna go to jail, all that. Yeah, they got her. They got her, y'all. She out of there. So that's that. You know what I mean? But we gonna look into it because I think her charges, people was kind of mad about the charges she got. They saying she should have got more stiff penalties. And I agree with that. But it ain't as bad as this next case. This dude, he called himself being a rapper. And while he's off rapping and making weak ass mixtapes and shit, talking about he the plug and all that, dude got his kids locked in animal kennels back at the hotel room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right, Rick. Rick in the building, Ricky Williams, the winning team. Who you got this weekend, Rick? I don't even gotta ask, bro. I already know. But just for you know what I'm saying, shits and giggles, who you got this weekend? EJ or Crawford? But yeah, they hit her with the misdemeanor, light. You know what I mean? Now the other dude, the rapper dude, he had these kids. He making mixtapes. Got his kids in cages and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then they must have got a hold to the girlfriend. Well, I ain't gonna tell y'all the story. I'm gonna let y'all check it out. Then this last thing, this gonna piss some of y'all off, man. Trigger warning. Like, Just Hilarious got canceled, or they trying to cancel her for speaking up about like trans people, trying to not appropriate, but kind of trying to verbally spar with women over their natural genetic abilities, like natural born women over periods and childbirth. You know what I mean? And we got Just Hilarious talking about like, man, it's more to it than that. And they trying to cancel her, whatever. But then you got this thing with these, he said Bud had to go back to lose weight. Initial weigh-in was 148, came back and hit 146. Damn, Bud had a fat camp. Hell no. Bud had Bomac ain't running nothing but a fucking fat camp over there. Hell no. This shit is a rap, bro. This shit is a rap. EJ is a machine. But yeah, man. So the trans woman, she going around and she asking people to rate her. Like, she go to a group of black dudes and ask them to rate her. Then she proceed to tell her like she transgender or whatever. And the dude's opinion changed. And some of them even hit it. Some of them ran off. But it's just crazy because the standard of being a woman ain't whether you could fool a man. I'm gonna say that one more time for the, you know what I'm saying, the trans people in the back that might be listening. The standard of being a woman ain't that you could fool a man. So we gonna talk about it, man. How bogus are these people? And how bogus is just hilarious, man. You know, they say they overstepping bound. She is being this certain way, but a lot of times they overstep their boundaries. You know what I'm saying? They overstep the boundaries of straight people. They not concerned with people who like trans people. They concerned with trying to get people who not into that shit or into it. You know what I mean? So let's look into it, y'all. You know what we got to do, man. We got to get these analytics straight, man. Shout out to the whole Tool gang in the building. We going to get this thing smoking, y'all. Mac World Live at 5. Let's go. Yeah, hey. I give y'all a freestyle. Bitch blessed though, she ain't even sneeze. Dog walking on her hands and her knees. Damn girl, you the star of the freak show. Clap, 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 how the cheeks go. Freak hoes, hey, freak hoes. Slap a wig on and some cheap clothes. Hit the club, hands on the knees, make her cheeks roll. Make me wanna slide to the hole like I'm Deep Rose, hey. I'm a Mac, so it's semi-automatic. Plus, left it on the bed in the attic. Trap nigga need a tweaker or a twerker. All shake, no fries, no burger. Ayy, shoot my shot, then I beat it like the buzzer. She's a tramp, she's a hoe undercover. She'll cut a chick, call her Blade Runner. First night strip club, made 1,200. Ass so fat, we ain't looking at her stomach. Toot that ass way up high, make it plummet. Star still shooting at these niggas, that's a comment. Get your ass shot for them internet comments. Hey, Mac. Y'all already know what it is, baby. Mac, we're live at 5. Y'all already know who it is, man. Your boy Sean Mac checking in with the latest, not the greatest, but the shit you need to hear. So let's get to it. So Carlee, man, Carlee Smollett, man, she done got arrested. We was talking about it, was a lot of speculation, but really that shit ain't last a minute. Almost similar to the Jussie Smollett situation. For about 2 minutes, people was entertaining whether they threw a noose around his neck on the way to Subway at 2 in the morning. And for about 2 minutes, people was wondering if she really seen a toddler walking alone on the highway in a diaper. A white kid toddler walking alone in a diaper on the highway. And today, she finally turned herself in, y'all. She finally turned herself in for Lyin and it's over for her. I ain't gonna say no. Actually, let me take that back. It ain't over for her yet because she got herself a good lawyer, and really, this charge is more like a slap on the wrist, but it's gonna be some blowback behind it in her personal life. But let's look at it, y'all.
Good afternoon. Earlier today, Hoover police detectives obtained warrants for the arrest of Carlee Russell through the Hoover Municipal Court for her actions related to faking her kidnapping and subsequently making false statements to detectives as they investigated this case. Her decisions that night created panic and alarm for the citizens of our city and even across the nation as the concern grew that a kidnapper was on the loose using a small child as bait. Numerous law enforcement agencies, both local and federal, began working tirelessly not only to bring Carlee home to her family, but locate a kidnapper that we know now never existed. Many private citizens volunteered their time and energy into looking for a potential kidnapping victim that we know now was never in any danger. This story opened wounds for families whose loved ones really were victims of kidnappings, some of which even helped organize searches in hopes they could find Carlee's alive so that her family would not experience the pain and suffering that they felt when their loved ones never returned home. As we know, actions can have consequences, and that's why we're here today. This afternoon, Carlee Russell, with the assistance of her attorney,
Got your ass,
into
Carlee.
Hoover City Jail, where she was arrested for the following charges: false reporting to law enforcement authorities, Class A misdemeanor, $1,000 bond; falsely reporting an incident, a Class A misdemeanor with a $1,000 bond. Each of these charges
She got the
carry up to a
weak
year in
ass
jail,
attention she was
potential
looking
fine
for.
of $6,000 upon conviction. Ms. Russell was released from jail after posting bond. We initially presented this case to District Attorney Lyin Washington, who agreed to handle prosecution through district court. After consulting with the Circuit Court of Jefferson County Bessemer Division, the case was referred back to municipal court for charging because the only applicable charges were misdemeanors. Judging from the amount of phone calls and emails that we've received from people all over the country, I know many are shocked and appalled that Ms. Russell is only being charged with 2 misdemeanors. Despite all the panic and disruption, her actions
Shit
caused.
could have been way
Let me
worse.
assure you, I too share the same frustration. But existing laws only allow the charges that were filed to be filed. I can tell you that I will be contacting our state legislatures on behalf of law enforcement in Montgomery and asking them to look at this law applied to these facts and urge them to add an enhancement to current legislation when somebody falsely reports kidnapping or another violent crime. Because of the attention this case has garnered, we've requested Attorney General Steve Marshall's office adopt this case, and they've agreed to do so. The Hoover Police Department wants to thank everyone that assisted us from the beginning and continues to assist us in this case as we work its way through the criminal justice system. Joining me at the podium today is State of Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall.
So quick recap.
Thank you, Chief.
Carlee Russell got 2 misdemeanors for false reporting and something else. Basically, the equivalent of a prank call to 911. And honestly, yeah, that is a light sentence. You know what I'm saying? That shit is light because it wasn't just a regular prank call to 911. You know what I mean? It was like all this. She tried to trigger an Amber Alert. She tried to do other shit. So it shouldn't just be treated like she just was like, oops, I called 911 by accident. But I suspect it's that good ass lawyer that she got that got her up out this jam like that.
Chief, let me begin by commending Hoover Police Department Chief Durgis for his leadership in this investigation. Obviously, this captured many's attention as a result of not only the allegations themselves, but also the concern about a possible victim in being able to return her home. The work that was done by the Hoover Police Department was monumental in its lift, and the results of that work you are seeing come to fruition today with the charges that have been levied. I also want to commend the many other men and women of both state and federal law enforcement for their work collaboratively with the Hoover Police Department in assisting in this investigation. Chief, appreciate the opportunity to be able to partner with you in this prosecution. We will dedicate a team to be able to help the city of Hoover in handling these 2 individual charges and look forward to bringing this case to fruition. One thing I would add is that we don't see this as a victimless crime. There are significant hours spent, resources expended as a result of this investigation. And not only that, but the many men and women who are civilians that wore those yellow vests on a hot afternoon and evening looking for someone they
So
thought
y'all
was
gonna make her
abducted,
pay
trying to be
restitution or
of
no? Because I
assistance.
know she ran
We
some
intend
money
to
up
fully
with
prosecute
all
this
that
case
law
and look
enforcement.
forward to working with the Hoover Police Department moving forward. We also would tell you that we will continue to monitor this investigation to determine whether or not there are any additional charges that need to be brought, and we'll evaluate those as the facts are presented.
Thank you.
All right, this time we'll open the floor to questions.
Man, it be that money, man. Money could help you get away with anything. Carlee parents got that money.
I'm CBS
That's
42.
why she
This
able to get away
question
with that
for,
shit.
Mr. Attorney General, what is it about this case?
To the level to where it was a case that you
Only thing Carlee did, only thing she did was save their parents, because I guarantee you that her parents was in on that shit. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? E be in the building. What's the word, E? I guarantee you them parents was in on it. So the only thing she really accomplished was saving her fucking parents' asses. That mama, man, was in on it.
We handle cases across the state.
I think some more
We have
charges might fuck around and come.
throughout for both misdemeanors and felonies, and when Chief Durgis asked for our assistance, we were more than happy to be able to assist.
Is it common for you all to be involved in misdemeanors like a case like this?
It's not uncommon.
Right here.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610, 100.1.
Let her off light.
Chief, this question is for you.
Yes.
What time?
My guy right here be having plenty suits, boy.
With her attorney, and has she made bail?
He be having
She
suits.
was processed in our facility within the past hour.
Do you expect any charges to be forthcoming with her parents, or is this just all on Carlee at this point?
That's
At
the
this point.
question.
And again, I think anything is, all, as the Attorney General said, their team will also be searching through our files, and we'll find out what they say.
Wow. Did y'all hear that question? Did y'all hear that? That's what I came for right there. He asked, he said, is it any possibility that the parents might get arrested? And you see what dude said. He said, man, everything is still on the table. What did I just tell you just a second ago? I told you I think some more charges probably gonna come, because I think they gonna see it was way, or they know it was way more to it. I gotta think the Secret Service and the FBI was involved in this shit, man. You know what I mean? It ain't no way that she don't face no consequences for this. And if it was more to it, like it was a plot for the GoFundMe, it was the fact that they were purposely trying to use an Amber Alert to divert the attention of law enforcement to other means so Carlee could do her thing. Like, come on, man, that was a planned act, you know what I'm saying, by a group of people, or at least one other person. So I think as they look into it, now that they really got Carlee and they got her, like, kind of like, I guess you could say they got her charged or whatever. What's up, Renee? Renee said the mama definitely gonna get charged. I feel like she was a mastermind in the whole thing. Exactly, Renee. Like, I feel like the mama turned around and she got that lawyer, 2 lawyers. They didn't get 1 lawyer. I don't know if y'all seen, they got 2 fucking lawyers. You know what I'm saying? To help really get Carlee the least sentence she can, and to make sure Carlee didn't have to speak, because if Carlee would have spoke, they would have cracked her. And she would have been like, man, me and my mom, we did this, we thought that, you know what I'm saying? So she saved her ass. That's the only thing she did, was save their mama. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Consequences got to be faced. And it's just like this next case, man. You got people like Carlee, at the end of the day, she like a sociopath. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody at all. Carlee, I see a toddler on the freeway and I think he's walking. Oh my God, I got kidnapped. They took my wig. Nobody at all. We minding our business. You just jump up and fake a kidnapping. Sociopath, psychopathic tendencies, right? So it's like this next dude who we finna look into. This dude called himself being a fucking rapper and shit, right? Call himself being a rapper. Nigga had a video, that motherfucker, it got 2,000 views now, but it had 300 views in 3 years. Bruh, your career not cracking like that. What up, Lyin? She said Carlee knew her mom would save her wacko ass. Yeah, Carlee is a nutcase, dude. And if you look at my live yesterday, Lyin, you will see I showed a video of Carlee and her mom basically humiliating her grandparents for fun for a TikTok challenge or something. People that do shit like that, and they ass got mental problems. But check this dude out right here, man.
Trap Montana win that bit, man. Turn up, man. Solo capital, you see this shit, man. Iced out everything, man. For real. You mean the mic on my neck?
The family used that money to bail her ass out in that.
Driving a hot car, for real.
What's up, Jabel here, and today we have a new video. A Las Vegas rapper has received a lot of attention over the past few days. He is accused of some awful things involving his own kids, beating them, starving them, and keeping them in cages at an extended stay hotel. The man we're talking about is 31-year-old Travis Dawes, who goes by the rap name Trap Montana. On social media, he portrays to be living the rich life and being a good father, but off social media is the opposite of that. On June 11th, 2023, officer responded to a domestic violence call. The person who called was 33-year-old Amanda Stamper. She was hiding in the stockroom of a Walgreens, telling the dispatcher she was afraid of Travis Dawes, her husband, because he threatened to kill her, and provided info about the kids in the hotel room. According to court documents, it all started after Travis and Amanda got into an argument about him talking to another woman. They went to Walgreens to pay a bill, and she went inside alone, and that is when she called.
Why is he gonna come after you?
Because he told me he was going to kill me today. He already beat the kids up, and I'm terrified.
He's beating your child up?
The kids in the apartment. He's super violent. So
How many kids do you guys have?
I have one.
Hey, let this be a lesson right here, this situation, to some of y'all niggas that do bullshit you know you shouldn't be doing, and then get with a girl that go along with it and go along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? When the shit hit the fan, she's gonna cut her ties with you. Listen to what they just said, right? They talking about child abuse, right? Talking about the kids was getting abused. What did they say triggered her to call the police about the child abuse? They said it happened after they got into an argument about him talking to another girl. They go into Walgreens together after the argument, and she called 911 and get to spilling the beans about the condition the kids was living in. Like, hold on, man. So you mean to tell me you was complicit with these kids getting abused all the way up until you seen them talking to a girl, and now you want to report the children getting abused?
One child with him, but he has 6 other kids on his own. But this is the situation. So he's already been doing this for like weeks, and so I finally left, right? But he's like very manipulative.
Police arrived at the Extended Stay America Hotel
White girls
a few
gonna play
minutes
that
away from
role,
Walgreens.
boy.
2 children, ages 9 and 11, locked in a dog cage, and 4 other children were found. The horrifying image was captured on police body cam. Not only children were inside the room, but 2 dogs were rescued by police, a total of 6 kids. Travis, 11-year-old, who was locked in a dog cage with his 9-year-old sibling, was severely beaten and emaciated. The kids were living in filth and without food. One of the kids in the cage said that he had to share a 1 large fry from McDonald's with his siblings.
The badly injured child saying on video he hadn't eaten in days and that his father would hit him with belts, cords, and according to police, this pan. A detective telling the grand jury he kept saying that he was always hungry, that he needed big food because he was a big boy now, and that he would have to share like 1 large fry from McDonald's with his 6 siblings.
I hit my face on the cage because I was squished up trying to get out of the cage.
A prosecutor to a detective. Did the 11-year-old mention to you how often he was locked in the dog cage? He said all day, every day.
At this time, Travis is facing multiple charges of child abuse and charges of sex trafficking
It's so fucking
and living
sad,
off the
dude.
earnings of a prostitute. In a separate criminal case, Travis was pimping his wife Amanda Stamper, who was also arrested and faces child abuse charges. She is the biological mother of one of Dawes' 7
Got her ass. I don't know if she thought because she tried to snitch on dude at the last minute, they was gonna try to let her off. But let this just be a lesson to y'all niggas out here, man, living like this dude. Fake ass rapper, guns in his videos, cash in his videos, kids at home living in dog cages, eating a large fry. For you niggas living like that, you know what I'm saying? Living scummy and grimy, and you find some dope fiend ass white chick with holes in her face to put up with it She's not your ride or die. She gonna help be your downfall. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what your ass get. Ain't nothing worse than a fucking, like, I hate a bum child abuser. And it be these niggas like this, right? This the child abuse look right here. Let me show y'all. You see this? You see how this nigga look right here? Look. I'm gonna show y'all this nigga video. This the child abuse look. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who be running around, flashing. Anybody run around with their gun out for no reason and they money out for no reason, man, that nigga got a mental problem. You know what I mean? And it be these niggas like this so worried about their image. Yeah, they finna abuse some children. You know what I'm saying? Like, these don't be no fathers and shit, but I guess it'd be like, oh, I got a chain and a nickname, so I'm finna go procreate with this bum. Oh, it look like bed bugs and shit all around there. But nah, this shit's sad though. Yeah, locked in dog cages and all that, right? Shit crazy.
With his 6 siblings.
I hit my face on the cage because I was squished up trying to get out of the cage.
A prosecutor
do
to a
the death
detective.
penalty.
Did the
Or lock him in a
11-year-old
little
mention
bitty
to
ass
you
cage,
how
not a
often
full
he was
cell?
locked in the dog cage? He said all day, every day.
At this time, Travis is facing multiple charges of child abuse and charges of sex trafficking and living off the earnings of a prostitute in a separate criminal case. Travis was pimping his wife, Amanda Stamper, who was also arrested and faces child abuse charges. She is the biological mother of one of Doss's 7 kids. In a jail interview, her husband was a monster who made her work in the sex industry, and basically she was a victim as well and denies harming the kids.
I'm innocent, and I wouldn't like to continue this interview without my lawyer.
Travis Doss had agreed to an interview with us.
Why did you think it was okay to put 2 children in cages?
I don't think you heard me. I said I'm innocent, and I would like my lawyer to be present.
But Doss already admitted to the abuse in detail to police, according to this arrest report. Now he's charged with 42 felony counts.
He's just scared now because of all the time he's facing. I was dealing with a monster.
Stamper is charged with 7 counts of child abuse.
Are you guilty of those charges?
No.
Did you ever previously
Yeah, you
try
is.
to get the children help?
No, because I was scared of what he would do, his retaliation.
She says Doss has had custody of his 6 children, and abuse escalated over the past year, with Doss forcing her to sell sex.
Were you part of that abuse? Did you?
He was forcing her to sell sex like she had another job that was getting her crack. They in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, that's a meth trap. You know what I'm saying? That's why she got them craters in her face. This hoe out here doing meth. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all had them kids in cages. Methed out parents are by default child abusers. What the fuck?
Witness that abuse?
No.
She ain't do shit.
His father would. I was abused as well, not just him, but he would use like my children and my family. Like if I was to ever call the police, like he would go find my family and my kids. He's just a really violent person.
Were you aware that children were locked in a cage?
That's why I called the police.
Stamper called 911 from the Walgreens across the street.
Because she was mad at him talking to a girl.
And I wanted everybody out of it. I just wanted him incarcerated.
To prosecutors, Stamper should have protected the children sooner.
I'm sorry, but I didn't.
Absolutely. Lock her ass
You're
up too.
talking about the fear that you felt about him, and I keep thinking if you felt that.
But how you felt fear dealing with him when you was just, the reason he called 911 is because you was arguing with him about talking to a girl. You don't argue with nobody about talking to a girl that you scared of. Come on, man. You called out of retaliation. You wanted to get him in trouble. You only cared about them kids once you knew you could use them to retaliate about another girl. Like you, bitch, you was a scumbag. You the lowest of the low. You only protected them kids because your ego was hurt.
Way, how did those babies feel?
Oh, I know they were terrified.
So terrified, the children were afraid to open the door for about 10 minutes, moments before being rescued.
Now, this is one of the most saddest stories we have ever seen involving a rapper, but we shouldn't call him a rapper because he did not have any success in the music industry. And they even have an article by the New York Post where it says here, wannabe rapper. And somebody like this would not even be accepted in the music industry. I mean, the word rapper next to somebody who abuses kids does not sound right at all. And the fact that these kids went through so much is very sad, and hopefully now they are in good hands. And these two are going to be locked away for quite some time. But according to Amanda, she is claiming victim and she was scared of Travis Dawes. And some people are saying the only reason she called was because she was for her own safety. She wasn't really concerned about the kids. She was only thinking about herself.
She was thinking about him talking to another crackhead, and she called the police. That's the bottom line.
And that is it for this video. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. But yeah, I'm out.
And that shit is crazy, y'all. So you got these people. What's wrong with people for real? Like, I look at it like that's that Matrix shit for real. When you willing to put like human life, like you got kids at home, these real fucking kids, 6 kids you made, 6 kids you done held since they was children. You willing to lock them in dog cages and have 6 kids sharing a large fucking fry, right? For what? For what? So you can make these videos with prop guns and fake money and all that. Like, that's a mental problem. That's somebody, to me, that's the definition of selling your soul, when you would do anything just to get along, when you would do anything just to fit in, just to try to make it seem like you got some like, you'll do anything to keep up with the world, whether it be like niggas or, you know what I'm saying, chicks and shit. You go out stealing clothes or stealing wigs or something, man, you done sold your soul for that little shit, because you willing to risk your freedom for something like that. So for dude to put his kids in these cages and all that, you know what I mean? The shit is just ridiculous. For what? You know, to live this fake image. Then what happened if you would have got successful? It would have been revealed that you got kids in cages, fool. What was you gonna do? Be a successful child abuser? And speaking of, what the fuck was you planning? And what was you trying to do? Look at this. Look at my guy right here. You know what I'm saying? So, dude right here gonna go up to some black dudes, and this my thing with the transgenders. Why is y'all obsessed with who y'all can fool and shit? That's why people don't be liking that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the trans people and all that. Listen, let me give y'all some advice from a straight dude. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with people, man. Don't nobody want to be. We don't care. You trans, you think you can pass for a girl? Fine, we don't care. That's good. You not a girl though. Like, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Like, you're not a girl, and stop. Like, all you got to do is just keep it real. Whether you're straight, gay, trans, whatever, keep that shit real. Don't try to fool nobody. That's scumbag shit.
Now, maybe some of y'all have seen this video. Maybe you haven't. This is what you call a trans person. Okay. And they are at this mall to go, and this person went to go speak to a group of black males, not white males, black males, for them to rate her or him, either way, to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, right? First off, this is my problem with these transformers. Why are y'all doing this? Why are y'all going up to groups of men trying to get them to rate you? Now, again, and I'm going to put this in better context. When they walk up to these, when this person walks up to these guys, they're not going to tell them that they're trans until after they rate them from a scale to 1. Now, one of the dudes, I think he could see it from the voice. Now, you know, this person has had work done, you could tell. So these guys might be looking at the bottom. But one person was like, nah, she's a 3, right? He was mad about misgendering. Him was mad about this. So he was mad about this. And I just want to know, why are y'all doing this? Why are y'all walking up to men asking them to rate you if you weren't trans? What is the point of this? Straight men are not going to sleep with you. Now listen. Now, Are there men who are probably sleeping with these transformers? Probably so. Probably so. But they're not straight. This is my. Why are you trying to get men who have no interest in trans people? Why are you trying to gauge their interest? Shouldn't you be dealing with men who find trans women attractive? And let me tell y'all, The Voice is a dead giveaway. Let's get into this. Make sure y'all like the stream.
Trans girls talking that fake ass.
And rate me 1 to 10.
I hate that. I hate that shit.
Tell them I'm
See, black men, listen, black men, these transformers think that because they get a BBL, that all of a sudden they're attractive.
BBL.
And that they can hide amongst women.
Low vibrational BBLs, then ruin America. All them BBLs got low vibrations. That's what keep them. That's every time they bounce around and let off low vibes.
Now, this is in Atlanta. This is in Atlanta. This ain't in like the Midwest or other southern places. But why are these trans people so comfortable walking up to men like this? I don't understand it. Why don't you deal with men that actually find you attractive? Why are you out here trying to make these men feel bad for not being attracted to you? Why are you trying to make them feel bad? Why are you trying to shame them into finding you attractive? This is the problem that people have with you, is that you're trying to shame people into finding you attractive. Just because you get a BBL means nothing.
That X-Man is going to meet her. His days of future past if they keep playing.
Appreciate that, Pink Unicorn.
trans and see what they say. Let's go.
Now look at the dude on the end. He said 3. Should be like 0, but like they didn't tell them that they're trans, but he could sense it. Cause I know he heard that voice. He's like, oh no, oh no.
Okay, I'm not talking either. Okay, so. Would it still be 9 if I was trans?
Now see that question, would it still be 9 if they were trans? Why are you playing these games? What is with this? You have a lot of men out here who will get very violent if you're playing with them like this. Why are you trying to, what is this, like a self-esteem boost? Yeah, that's why he said
with
3.
People, man. He said, would it still be the same if I was trans? Dude leaned into the mic and said, no.
He said no.
My guy laughed funny as hell.
What's funny?
What's funny is that you're a grown man
What
out
are them
here
niggas
trying
with
to
it?
find interest from other men who are not attracted to you. It don't matter if you got the surgery. It don't matter if you're taking the hormones. You are out here making a fool of yourself. You're making a fool of yourself. That's why they're laughing at you, because you're making a fool of yourself. See, he said, I told you. He said, I told you.
My guy knew.
He said, I told you.
He knew. He said,
knew
I
that.
told
He was
you.
like, man, that ain't no woman. But those are, I would not be surprised if those guys were probably like 18, 19. They, But he probably could tell this person is making a fool of themselves. Shout out to the pink unicorn again.
They are promoting their Only Trans account.
Yeah, only trans. Right? They trying to promote the only. Like, come on, why
Only
are you going
trans.
up to random men saying this? And they so comfortable going up to these men.
I told you.
He said, "Look at them boys running. Look at that."
Hey y'all.
Like,
That was the funniest part of the video when them
You see what
niggas
I'm
hit
saying?
it. When they took off running, they like, we don't even want no
Like,
parts
why
of
are
this no
you
more.
trying to shame these guys? Because most men, like a lot of men are they're about the physical. They'll see somebody and they might look like, oh, they may look like a woman. And some of these guys might be like, they have a nice body or whatever, right? But then you listen to them, you really look at this person's face. I mean,
Face strong
ain't
as
no
a
way.
motherfucker.
You look at the face, you listen to the voice, that you're gonna say this is a woman, this is attractive, this is not an attractive woman, even if it was a woman. Okay, it reminds me, like I told y'all early in the live stream.
Right, him, they, them better stop playing with motherfuckers. You gonna mess around and get hurt. Like it's the shit like this, like these little social experiments and shit. That if you did something like this as a straight person to a trans person, they'll be like, oh my God, they'll start crying and shit. They're like, oh my God, this triggered me, they're harassing me. But they run around asking people to rate them and do all this old goofy ass shit, then try to reveal that they trans and all. Like, shit don't even make no sense. It don't make no sense other than to really try to fool somebody, and that's still not gonna make you a valid woman because you figure you fooled a group of random ass dudes and shit. You know, it's sick, man. Shit is sick. It's mental.
About that Caucasian woman that did that video trying to expose that black guy who wanted to date her or whatever. I told her that chick looked like Jim the plumber. This is another person. There's no attraction there. No matter how much surgery you get. The voice.
Her coochie
like,
area
one
look
of the best
too
features
big
a
and
woman has
nondescript.
is her
It don't
voice.
like I ain't never seen no food
And a
like
man
that.
who's dealt with a lot of women will know what that female voice is. You can't hide it. You can't mask it. You can't fake it. You either have it or you don't. Just off that alone, a man can sense whether you're male or female. And then you look at this person's face. I mean,
Bruh, that
the red
face
flags
strong,
are there,
man.
even if you don't talk to them. So this is my problem with the trans community. Y'all are trying to shame men who have no interest in dealing with men. You're trying to shame them for not having interest in you. Just because you dress up like a woman and get surgery to look like a woman does not make you a woman. No, you cannot have periods. Okay, these same people are upset at Jess Hilarious because she says that you males can't have a period. No, you can't. You'd have to have a mental illness to believe that. You can dress up, you can date who you want to date, but the shaming needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Absolutely. And it's coming from their end. Like they make it seem like be the people that make it seem like they just so persecuted and shit. Stop putting your personal preferences out there and trying to force them on people. You know what I'm saying? We get persecuted as black people, you know what I'm saying? But we don't try to get other people to be black. They be wanting to be black and all that. Then when they finally realize that the way that we do things is as a result of what America put us through and it ain't just a aesthetic, they get mad because they will never quite be black no matter how much slang they use, no matter how many black friends they got, how many N-words they use. Same with trans. No matter how much they dress up and get all that shit done, titties fake, booty fake, all that, you grow their hair out, you're still not going to be a woman. And eventually it's going to make you mad. But who you going to get mad at? You going to get mad at real women. Just like you want them to grant you honorary womanhood. You know what I'm saying? Hey, divide us up some of y'all womanhood. Just like they always try to do with black people. They like we get all type of culture vultures and you know what I'm saying, cracker backers and all that type of shit like that. And what do they want? They want give me some of your blackness. Give me some of the popularity and the cultural capital you have through blackness. Let me borrow it. Like, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, when they see that, you could do a song, you could pay the baby, that you could be Jack Harlow, you could do a song with, you know what I'm saying, Peasy or ESTG and all these different motherfuckers. But at the end of the day, man, when it comes time to go, for people to go the way they go, these niggas going this way and you going this way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes time for women to menstruate, trans women, you're going that way. You can go buy some tampons for your nuts for just to prove your psychological womanhood, but at the end of the day, man, you're not gonna be nothing but what God made you. I'm gonna say that one more time. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be nothing but what God made you. And if you're trying to remake yourself, that's on you. God ain't got nothing to do with it. And don't try to force that shit on other people either. But nah, man, I ain't gonna get no more energy to that situation. You know what I mean? But that is something that they try to cancel people for, like being insensitive towards the trans community. But the motherfuckers not sensitive towards the straight community. Shit, don't come up to me, run up on me about no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the replay gang, man, watching this later. All y'all, you know, Tool gang, you know, always representing, always in the building, holding it down. Shout out to Annette. Shout out to EB, shout out to Rick, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fresh, you know, the fight is tomorrow, y'all. So biggest fight, welterweight, undisputed. The first welterweight champion of the 4-belt era will be crowned tomorrow. Whoever wins this fight tomorrow will be officially the pound for pound best fighter in the sport right now. So make sure y'all watch it, man. Tune in. You know, shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all checking me out. We done made it through the week. We gonna be back on Monday for the final 2 shows, Monday and Tuesday, before we switch it up. And I'm gonna let y'all know. So I want y'all to enjoy y'all weekend. Be safe out here, man. And we will be back on Monday. So until then, later, y'all. I'm gone.